Real quick, just wanted to let you know that the video you're about to see is one that I was commissioned to make by Dialtune for them to use during the pre-sale phase for their new kit. Now, typically on this channel, I would do a more in-depth, unfiltered take, deeper dive into the kit. But the reality is that there is only one Dialtune drum set that exists right now, and it's the prototype that I'm using in this video. And I just don't have it to do that deeper dive video. Those kits aren't going to be shipping until January, and I just didn't really want to wait that long to give you guys kind of my first impressions. So again, bear in mind, this is a video that I made for them. That's why it isn't this kind of deeper dive that I would normally do. And also I wanted to mention that if you are actually interested in pre-ordering the kit, right now they're running a promo where you can get a free snare. And then they also gave me a coupon code that I can give to you that stacks on top of that. That'll get you like over $100 off of the kit. So you can use promo code Cole Paramore with the free snare code, and you get the free snare and over $100 off. And then I think my Cole Paramore code also works if you just want one of the snares. I think anything on the website, you get a certain % off if you use my code. So just wanted to present that to you as well. If there are any of you out there that are actually thinking of pre-ordering this, that'll get you some extra money off. So anyways, I'm gonna stop talking and just roll the video. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, Cole here with Dialtune, and as you can see, I am sitting behind the Dialtune kit. It exists. Well, at this moment, this is the only kit that exists, but while I've got the prototype, I wanted to give you a brief overview of the features of the kit, what it sounds like, and what it can do. If you're already familiar with the snares, you probably have a couple questions about the kit that I'm hoping I can answer in a minute. But if you're new to this whole thing, Dialtune is a cable tuning system that offers two major benefits. One is that both the top and bottom head independently are controlled by one dial. So rather than tuning all of the individual tension rods, you just have one dial and the entire head comes up or down. So you don't have to worry about the head being in tune with itself. You are just worried about, do you want it to be tuned higher or lower? And you have independent control over both the top and the bottom head. The second benefit is that the system also includes these quick release hoops on each drum, which means that you can change drum heads in literally like 30 seconds. So what that means is for this entire kit, I didn't do any tuning of individual tension rods. All I did was turn knobs either up or down until I got to the pitches that I wanted. The whole process took maybe 45 seconds or a minute. So let's see what a kit tuned like that sounds like. So to answer the first big question most people have when they first learn about Dialtune, which is, does it work? Yeah, I would say that it works. And we'll demo it even more. I'll show you even more in just a minute here. But let's talk about the specs on the actual kit itself. That's what this video is about. The snare has been out for a while, but what's brand new is the toms and the bass drum. So what you can see here is a 3-piece shell pack, but initially what will be available are 4 different shell sizes: an 8x10 rack tom, 9x12 rack, 14 by 16 floor tom, and then a 16 by 22 bass drum. And as you can see, all of the drums include the Dialtune system. Now they had to be re-engineered a little bit to work with the tom, so you can see they've got split lugs, the dials are a little bit smaller, right? So everything's been tailored specifically for the toms and for the bass drum. You can see that the toms also have the quick release hoops, both top and bottom, just like the snare. So head changes are super quick, super easy. And then the bass drum does have traditional hoops on it, but you can change a bass drum head just as easily as you would on a regular kick. I'll also mention that right now I've got the rack tom on a snare stand, which will be an option for you, but they will also come with universal tom mounts. One of the questions I know people will have that I want to address here is about the weight. Now, if you're familiar with the snare, you know that it tends to be on the heavier side, and there's been some speculation that once the kit was produced, that the kit was going to be incredibly heavy. I'm happy to report that that is absolutely not the case. Now, the exact weights and the exact specs will be listed on the website, but I can just let you know anecdotally, as someone that carries a lot of drum sets around, that these are not particularly heavy at all. These are right in line with like a DW or a Sonar set. They might be a little bit heavier or a little bit lighter, but as far as weight goes, you can assume that these are right in line with most other drum sets. But the magic of these kits, of course, is the ability to tune very quickly and easily. So let's do some of that. You'll notice, of course, that there's 2 dials per drum, and it's very intuitive. You want to just use the one that's closest to the head you want to tune. So if you see me messing with this one, it means I'm tuning the batter head. And if I'm using this one, it means I'm tuning the reso head. And one thing I want to show you, you want to pay close attention to which head I'm tuning, because a lot of people don't realize how important the reso head is for the tone. You might not believe it until you see me tuning the reso head up and down and what a difference it makes in the pitch of the drum. So I'll show you a little bit of that as well. The other big feature is the ability to change heads quickly. So let me show you that with the rack tom. Let's say that I just wanted to change the batter head here. All I have to do is detension the batter head. Just take the quick release hoop off, right? I can throw my new drum head on there, clip it back into place, tune it back up, and I am basically ready to go with a complete head change done. Before I let you go, let me talk briefly about some of the implications of having a kit like this and some of the possibilities that it gives you. When you're really just focused on the pitch and the relationship of pitches between the top and bottom head, you start thinking about your tuning really differently. And honestly, in the short amount of time that I've had this kit, I feel like I've learned as much about tuning and about the relationship between the top and bottom head in all of the years that I worked at a drum shop tuning by hand. And there's nothing wrong with traditional drums. This is just another option for you. And again, it sort of reframes how you think about tuning. So I'm really just thinking about what sort of sound I want for this room or for the recording I'm doing. And I mean, let's take that example and think about it. If you've ever been in your practice room or in the studio and the drums sound amazing, and then you go and play in a different room, or you go out on a gig, or you're playing outside and suddenly they sound terrible, this is just part of how drums interact with rooms. And so you often have to tune differently for the playing situation that you're in. And to be able to do that so quickly and do it while the drums are still set up, you can have the drums set up and just tune kind of in real time for that particular situation. Amazing. And then think about the opposite, where instead of playing live, maybe you're playing in the studio. And not only are you able to tune really quickly and efficiently for the song, maybe you want to try and match the key of the song if you're into that, but you can just play with different tuning so quickly. You can also try different heads. If you've got different drum heads that you want to try, and normally, you're like, maybe I'll try a G1 instead of a G2, but it's gonna take so long to switch them out on all the drums. Let's just go with the G2s. You can try them really easily. So this kit really makes it feasible to honestly have several different sets of heads for your drums and feel like you could swap them out very quickly and easily, almost like swapping out an amp for a guitar, swapping out a pedal board. So all of the technical specs, colors, price, how to order, is all available on the website. And if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.